All right. Coping with being single. I already like this right here. Hey, Billy, master of fuckets. I've been single my entire life. I'm into my later 20s and still haven't found any lady that I really hit it off with. I've struggled with being single for a long time, but I've been working through it. I'm okay with it, but I still have my dark moments. My question to you is, when you were single for all those years, did you ever get lonely or feel alone? Did you ever think you'd be single forever? What helped you to endure through those times, and how did you cope with it? Yes to all of that, yep. As I figured some things out, I've been doing bucket list types of stuff that helps me get through it. Yeah, dude, that's a great thing to do when you're single. Go do all that shit you want to do. Because, you meet somebody else, you might not have the time. This person says, I've gone to see some of my favorite bands play live. I've traveled a little, and I've been working towards finding a career path that I really enjoy. So I believe I'm doing some good things, but I still have my days when I suffer through it a little. But I've learned to sit in that pain for a bit and find good things. Saying something dumb at work. Oh, that's the next one. I thought that was a guy signing off, or the woman, whoever the fuck this is. All right, my question to you is, you've been single all those years. Did you ever get lonely or feel alone? Here's the thing. I was never lonely for the first, I don't know how many years of my life, until I had a girlfriend and then lost my girlfriend. And then after that, that's the first time I felt like, oh, I don't have a chick. It's weird. I didn't have my first serious girlfriend until I was like 23. Something like that. 22, 23 years old. So I was fine with being single, and that thing lasted like 8, 9 months. And I ended up breaking up with her. And that was right before I started doing stand-up. And I remember the first 6 weeks of being like, fuck, how long is it going to take for me to get over this person? And it's weird, man. Like, getting over a person, it's like quitting the booze. It's a habit. They're a habit. You know what I mean? Oh, I always call them at this time. Then you got to fill up those fucking times. But you just can't fill them up. You kind of got to go through the morning of them not being there anymore, and then you start filling them up with other stuff. But like, dude, I think travel, seeing bands and everything. The great thing is, dude, the fact that the fact that you're single and you feel alone is a very healthy thing. You know what I mean? Now, if you were totally fucking single and you didn't feel lonely at all, well, I guess maybe you're just a fucking someone who doesn't want to be with anybody. That could also be good. As long as you're not out killing people. You know what I mean? As long as you don't feel the need to hunt. As long as you're not feeling that, and as long as you're all right with whatever it is you're doing, then you should be fine. Dude, you're in your fucking late 20s, dude. Trust me. Someday you're going to be married. You're going to have a fucking kid coming like I got right now, and you all of a sudden, all your drum videos, you're thinking, I got to get rid of those. I got to get rid of all this shit. I got to get rid of all of this stuff. And there's this feeling that I'm having right now of, will I ever play drums again? But fortunately, I married the coolest woman ever, so I just was able to sit down with her. This might help you. If you're afraid to get in a relationship because you feel like you're going to lose all of this stuff, you just let the person you're with know what's important. I already said to my wife, I said, listen, here's the deal. Like once a week, okay? You pick a day once a week when this kid is not sleeping through the night, and you can just go somewhere, get a massage, or just go someplace and fucking sleep. Or I'll take the kid and go drive around. I'll let you sleep for fucking hours and hours, whatever the hell it is, okay? All you got to do is let me keep playing drums, taking drum lessons and that shit. That'll be my spa thing, because I don't really need to sleep because I'm a fucking lunatic. And also, I'll still get to do the road twice a month, and, I'll use that time to sleep. I'll do my shows at night, and then I'll go right to the hotel, and I will sleep till the fucking cats come home, the cows come, whatever the fucking animal is. And then I'll come back recharged. You know what I mean? But we make sure that we kind of work that stuff out with each other. So if you're afraid to get in a relationship, just know that there's cool people out there. As long as you, I don't know. Yeah, you never hear me say this, but women in general are pretty cool if you just tell them what the fucking deal is. But I have issues with women. So even as I said that, just picturing how many women just went like, oh my God, yes! That annoyed me, even though they were agreeing with me. It's weird. I got a lot of fucking issues. So, yeah, I felt like I was never going to meet the one. I felt like there was something wrong with me and all of this type of shit. Just know this. Every one of your friends that's in a relationship is secretly envious of you, even if they're with the right person. That's how much fucking work it is. You know, every once in a while, you know, I look at fucking, you know, I'll look at a playboy like Joe DeRosa, and I'll be like, God damn it, man. What the fuck did he's got? He's living the life, you know? But then, you know, you come home and your wife makes some fucking cookies. You're like, oh, this is pretty cool too. All right. Saying something dumb at work. So what I'm saying to this person, you're fine, dude. You're in your late 20s. The same way that you have goals with your career and bucket list stuff, you should have some goals about the kind of person that you want to be with. Like, women have to actually do shit like that. Women actually sit down and think about the kind of guys don't do that. We just sort of ping pong around. I'll stick my fucking dick in that. You know, we're idiots. But if you actually, you know, get a little Bill Belichick, you know, see what's missing, you know, from your half. See what you're looking for. What do you want? You know, do you want a woman that wants kids? Do you want a woman that can cook? Are you traditional? Do you want a career woman? Like, what do you want? You know, I can tell you right now, if you want a woman that can cook, will actually sit down and cook. Woo! I'll tell you right now. That's like, I don't know. You know, like every I don't know how many years they have that 1983 draft. Like women's do not be cooking anymore. All this feminism shit. It's really a sad thing, but men have, you know, it's our fault because we didn't put a value on it. Christ, I'm out there busting my ass. You're in here pickling cucumbers, right? We just gave them shit. Making a meal for somebody is one of the nicest things you could ever do, you know? But what happened, huh? We talked shit. We didn't give them fucking respect them. Now look at them. They don't want to cook or be mothers. They're out there running around willy-nilly wearing pantsuits, running for president of the United States. I mean, that's a man job. I'm kidding. You know the funniest fucking thing ever is how sick you have to want to be president. The fact that Hillary Clinton is depressed right now, that she didn't get a job where she was going to have to put her head on the pillow every night knowing she just made a decision that bombs were just dropped and possibly landed on somebody's baby. And she's depressed that she didn't get that fucking job. It's unbelievable. What do you think her pajamas look like? She definitely has the fucking guy ones, right? Like the flannel ones. Wearing the pantsuits. I like the pantsuits. I don't know why everybody gave a shit about it. I always liked Rhoda, you know? Rhoda, Mary Tyler Moore, they fucking filled those things out, you know, walking around with your little bunsies up against that rayon. All right, say something dumb at work. Saying something dumb at work. Okay, what do we got here? Fuck. You guys mind if I just do the last bit of... You know what? That's a cunty move. I'll read this and then I'll do the advertising. Hey, Bill, longtime fan, probably listened to you too much. Once again, you start with the compliment, then you give me the old fucking shank to the kidney. Longtime fan, probably listened to you too much. All right, too much. When it's too much, that's two O's. All right? All right. Here's my problem. I was at work party. I think you mean at a work party, talking to my colleagues. I work as an RN in an ICU. Okay, that's a registered nurse in an intensive care unit. Huh? I have some nurses in my family. We have a new to our unit hired joining us, but she's worked as a nurse for 25 years already. My friend said she's joining my rotation. I say out loud in my typical Bill Burr inflection, "Oh, Jesus. No, how geez, another old broad on our line there." Several colleagues heard this, and now every day is some new twist on my comment. Some chirping is fine, but half the unit is over 50. I want some joke comment. I don't want some joke comment to haunt me for years, Bill. How do I get this to go away? Thanks. I would just say it with them. I wouldn't back off it. I would just keep doing the Archie Bunker. Oh, geez, another old broad on our line there. And then when they is this lady too old? Oh, God, all of you with your menopause there. But you can't do that at work now. You can't do that at work now because you're not making it a safe place. This isn't a safe space. Ugh. Oh, my God. That alone gave Trump about 200,000 votes. Fucking adults saying you're not making this a safe space. I just fucking... Did they all have a meeting and they came up with that fucking horrific... What was the second choice? I just don't understand that. You know something? I have to be honest with you. I don't know how you get out of that. And right there, that's why I do what I do for a fucking living. Because there's no way I could be in that level of a childish fucking environment that people, ooh, what did you mean about that? How many fucking thoughts have you had in your head today, you old fucking bag, that if they were publicized, that you would even still have a job as a nurse? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you know what? Just women like sweets. Just come in, just bake a fucking pie or some shit. Ugh. Anyways, I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry you were quoting me. But you know what? You also kind of blamed me a little bit there. We say you listen to me too much. You were throwing a little bit of blame. You went a little Peyton Manning there. We had protection issues. That's what you just did to me there. I don't know. I would just be, you're still bringing that? You still bringing that up? You should have heard what I said this morning or something like that. I would just do that. That is kind of funny. Who gives a shit? Do you like the job? It all depends on how much you like the job. What? She's old. You're all old. I wouldn't fuck any of you. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to get out of that. If anybody has any suggestions, tweet it at me and I'll fucking retweet it. Maybe this person follows me on Twitter and can help them out. Would it help if I know if you were a man or a woman? I have no idea. All right, Dollar Shave Club. I'm guessing a man. If you're a woman, you're the coolest woman ever that you said that. Another old broad here. All right, Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club delivers amazing, affordable razors right to your door every month so you can get a great shave. But razors aren't the only thing you need in the bathroom. What about some shower stuff? Huh? What about when you're washing off the old taint there? Turns out Dollar Shave Club thought of that too. They just came out with a new line of shower products, shampoo and body wash called The Wanderer. Well, I'm the type of guy who likes to wash his nuts. The fragrances are unlike anything on the market. They're subtle and actually smell like real natural ingredients. There are a lot of body washes out there that make you smell like a teenager. This mint and cedarwood body wash is amazing. It makes you smell incredible. It's like you're eating ice cream next to the fireplace. You got to give it a try. What the fuck is so great about mint and cedarwood body? Are those two different ones, I hope? Like you're fucking eating ice cream over Ron Burgundy's house? Rich mahogany. You got to give it a try. Once you're in the club, you'll see the products are amazing. The service is world class. There's no long-term commitments, no hidden fees, and you can cancel whenever you want. And best of all, they're giving away a 1-month trial of any one of their fucking razors for $1 with free shipping. And after that, it's just a few bucks a month. Get your online dollar trial at dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. Oh, who's next? 2 more to go. Oh, MVMT, Movement Watches, pronounced movement, was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. The watchmaker's goal is to change the way consumers think about fashion by offering high-quality minimalist products at revolutionary prices. With over 500,000 watches sold to customers in 160-plus countries around the fucking world, Movement Watches has solidified itself as the world's fastest-growing watch company. All right? Holiday thought starters. Please be conversational. Choose one and make this your own. All right, I'm going to choose this one. We get it. Fuckos. Holiday shopping can be fucking hard. This is me making my own. I just say fucking Boston accent. But thanks to Movement Watches, all that gift-giving horseshit anxiety can disappear with the press of the button. These watches make the perfect purchase for just about any person in your life, guy or girl. And remember, they just start at $95. You know what? Even if you don't like somebody, spending $95 is too much money. Only get this for people that you care about. You know what I mean? Get everybody else, you can get a fucking bumper sticker. All right, get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/Burr. This watch has a really clean design, all right? Seriously, evidently I've been getting compliments on the one that I don't wear ever since I put it on. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to movementwatches.com/Burr. Join the movement. Get a $95 watch for $500. No, $500 watch for $95 today. Lastly, but not leastly, stamps.com, everybody. Oh, Jesus, St. Nick is coming here for all the good Christians out there. He's a saint, but he doesn't care about Muslims, Jews, or fucking Buddhist people, right? What about all those aboriginals? Whatever the fuck they worship, huh? How come Santa Claus doesn't go to them? You know why? Because they'd be like, oh, my God, it's another white man, and they fucking put a poison dart in him, and it'd serve him right. You know, it'd serve him right, even though he didn't do anything. He'd be a martyr. You know, his big stupid red suit laying face down in it, right? Stamps.com. With the holidays almost, I'm surprised the government has never tried to set up Santa Claus by sending him into some area where there's indigenous people. Just setting him up for a fight the way we did when we took over this fucking country, you know? So we could justify the genocide of those wonderful people that when they killed a squirrel, they used all of it. Unlike us, what do we do, huh? Threw the inside at a fucking womp rat and then used the rest as a hat? For what? As a goof? Stamps.com, everybody. White people, the frat boys of people. Sorry. Stamps.com. With the holidays almost here, you don't have time to go to the post office. Well, you do, but who the fuck wants to go? It'll be packed with everyone mailing holiday gifts and packages. So do what I do. Do what I do. Use Stamps.com instead. With Stamps.com, you can avoid all the hassle, man, of going to the post office during the busy holiday season. Buy and print official U.S. postage using your own computer or printer. Print the postage for any letter or package the instant you need it. Then the mailman picks it up. You never have to go to the post office again. It's a fucking dream. I use Stamps.com whenever I'm sending out any of my posters, anytime I'm selling some shit at the end of a fucking show, anytime I think to myself, you know what? I haven't shaked enough sweaty fucking palms of complete strangers. You know what I mean? I want to feel that warm armpit of a taller person as they put their arm around me, sitting right on my shoulder, seeping into my fucking button down. That's when I send out all my posters, everybody. You can print the postage and all that shit, then the mailman picks it up. All right, right now, I can do you better. I can get you an even better offer than what's on the homepage. Sign up for Stamps.com right now and use my last name, Burr, to get a 4-week trial plus a $110 bonus offer that includes postage and the digital scale. Go to Stamps.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. Okay, it's over. All right. Let's finish off the rest of these here. Okie dokie. Fun times in Syria. Billy the Cunt. It's Martin from Sweden. Thank you for this podcast. No worries. It's been more than 10 years since I was almost raped in Syria. What the fuck? Although time passes, the story seems to never get old. All right. You know, are you really just going to fuck with me on this goddamn level here? Am I supposed to believe this is true? How time flies. It's like you're looking back fondly on this. This is weird. I was 17 when me and my class went on a school trip to Syria. Puts in parentheses, Middle East. Go fuck yourself. Jesus, I know I'm American. I know where Syria is. All right, one day all of my classmates were out snorkeling. I stayed in the hostel bed because I had a fever. 2 aspirins later, I found myself out looking for my class in sauna-like temperatures with a foolish mindset. My blonde, blue-eyed nature figured the aspirin had cured my fever, so I was in quite good spirits for about 7 miles of searching for the other Swedes. This is creeping me out. Now the fever was kicking back in at this point, and I'd given up my endeavors of snorkeling. I didn't know where I was or how to get back to my hostel. At that moment, a taxi pulled over and the driver asked if I wanted to get a lift. I said I didn't have any money to offer, but he insisted that no money was needed for the ride. Oh, Jesus is right, yes. High fever and good amounts of gullibility led me to step into the cab, and off we went. Hi, welcome to Syria, the taxi guy said. You are very beautiful. I didn't want to be rude, so I said thanks back at him. Then he asked me if I liked women. Sure, I replied. Then he asked if I liked big women. Sure, I said. He said, you like big because same with your dick. He said, what? At this point, I regretted getting to the, what the fuck? You like big. Because same with your dick, he said. Okay, I thought this was a woman. So it's a guy, and now this dude, oh, Jesus, here we go. At this point, I regret getting to the taxi very much in the moment after he was reaching for my package while he was driving. Oh, dude, were you in the front seat? That's when you got to do, what was that fucking Schwarzenegger movie where he gets on the plane with that guy and he pretends to tie his shoe and he comes up with the elbow of death and drives the spine of his nose into his brain and then puts his little fucking Tommy Bahama hat over his face and he goes, don't disturb him. He's dead tired. That's what you needed to do. Was that raw deal? I think you needed to go raw deal there. Anyways, I say no, stop. I said, but the taxi driver was very persistent. He wondered why he couldn't touch my penis like I owed him the right to do so. I was feeling extremely vulnerable, being a teenager foreigner and having a high fever and all. I shouted at him to stop the car, but he kept on going. Dude, you got to start going Dave the Hammer Schultz here, right? You got to start swinging, man. But he kept on going. I thought about jumping out of the car, but it was going way too fast. I also didn't want to start a fight and risk crashing the car. Jesus. At some point, dude, you got to pick your poison. Did it have airbags? Pictures of Taliban rape cades with Pulp Fiction gimp suits and gag balls was entering my mind as the taxi car continued to drive on without any intent to pull over. This is really happening. Oh, my Lord, I thought to myself. Luckily, we came to a traffic light and I managed to get out of the car and on the pavement. I started running when I heard him screaming at me, "1 Syrian pound, mister." Oh, God, now you got to get paid you got to pay him for molesting you? I got over the experience pretty soon, and it have not affected my life to any extent. No fucking way. People sometimes want me to tell the almost rape story and give impressions of the taxi driver. I can't help to think how unfunny it would be if I were a girl almost getting raped in Syria. Yeah, but you're a guy, so it's fucking... Everything that happens to a guy is hilarious. Nobody gives a shit. My question to you is, why is this story kind of funny if it happened to men, but awful in every way if it happened to a woman? Your thoughts on that after you go fuck yourself. P.S. Say hi to lovely Nia. This is why it's funny. Because you're able to fight him off. It's a guy with an accent grabbing your dick. When you tell the story, "Oh, my friend, just like your dick, beep, beep," right? It's just hilarious. I remember one night we were down the Comedy Cellar and we were all telling stories about getting molested as kids, and it was one of the funniest nights I've ever had. It was so fucking cathartic, and we were just crying, laughing. And I remember all the comics were, had a different upbringing. We're looking at it like it was fucked up, but it was fucking hilarious to me. And if you told me this story, I would be laughing my ass off. Still knowing that you probably have some sort of fucking issue. It all depends. If that was the first person that ever touched you, if no girl ever gave you a hand job, the fact that it was the first guy that ever did it, his hairy fucking hand coming over, that could possibly fuck you up. But, if you had a little bit of sexual activity, maybe it doesn't. It's kind of like, if you're a relief pitcher and you got some saves under your belt, you let up a home run. Yeah, give me another fucking ball. But if that's your first fucking pitch, that could fuck with you. Why is it not funny when it happens to a woman? It's the same reason why it's like watching a guy get punched in the head is fucking funny. If he was like talking shit, it's fucking funny. You know what I mean? But kids, women, animals, there's just never anything funny about watching them get abused. But there's just something hilarious about guys. I would say the reason why you get having your dick grabbed and getting molested is funny is the same reason why the Three Stooges is funny. Imagine the Three Stooges if it was women, grabbing each other by the hair and slapping each other in the face. Maybe that'd be a little funny. I don't know. It's just like a guy thing. We like slapstick, and there's just something funny about him grabbing your fuck stick in some car, and then he charged you 1 Syrian pound. What it really comes down to is I imagine being gay is not accepted even remotely in Syria. So this guy thought all right, even if this doesn't go down, or if it does go down, this story leaves this country and goes back to Sweden. So in the way, I'm going to say the cab driver was the victim and not you, and stop being so selfish. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry that happened to you. What are you going to do? I mean, you were kind of asking for it because you were on cold medication. You know, I'm going to blame the victim here. Well, I mean, what were you wearing? I don't know, dude. That's one of the more, I want to say that's one of the more fucked up stories I've ever heard. But yeah, that just goes into that file. I've heard enough of those ones. Yeah, that's why it's not funny. So I would actually say that you are fucked up. There's no way you're not fucked up because that happened to you. And there's that feeling where it's just like, why is that funny when that happens to a guy? And then you feel like you can't fucking, that you should just, I'm over it. Like, why would, that's a horrific fucking thing that happened to you. And I'm even like glancing over the whole thing because it's a guy. Like, hey, fucking shake it off. Shake it off. And that's part of growing up. There's always gonna be, you have a paper route or something like that. There'll be some weirdo coming at your junk at some point. But that's just how it is. I remember when that fucking that lady cut the dude's dick off and put it in the garbage disposal. One of those shows. It's not The View. I think it's The Talk. The Asian lady. She was reading it, and as she was reading the details, they were all snickering, laughing. And I remember the bit I was doing. What if some guy cut a woman's titty off and threw it in the garbage disposal? I mean, they would have done a week-long special on that, and they would have tried to help the lady out, raise some money to get her a prosthetic, you know what I mean? So her bra wouldn't be all lopsided. That's what the fuck they do. But it happens to a guy, it's just fucking hilarious. And I also think that that's why guys are so fucking funny. You know? Because, if a woman gets molested, it's a tragedy. If it happens to a guy, it's a sketch. We really don't have any options. You just got to shake it off, man. Having said all that, dude, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sure you're emotionally fucked up about it, but I would love to hear that story one time because I want to hear you imitating the guy. And then listen to everybody interrupting. So wait, how fast were you going, dude? You couldn't jump out of the car? He's grabbing your dick. And then everybody be laughing, going, yeah, but if you jumped out, then he'd be like holding onto your dick. Like, just half in the car, half out of the car, right? Stretching out your dick, and then you have one of those needle dicks. Because it's not going to give you any more girth. He's just going to, that's what the whole fucking thing would be. And all your friends would laugh and say that you wanted it. You know what I mean? Why didn't you sit in the back like a normal person? Why did you sit up front? That's what guys would do. And they would laugh, you just laugh your way through it. So anyways, I guess I'm going to stop there on the, let's stop on something positive.